Hey, the YouTube, this is Gundude73, making a quick little update video. Basically, yesterday and today, for a few more hours, is the California Custom Knife Show. And great show. It was my fifth one this year. A lot of great makers come out. You know, Hinderer, Strider, Emerson, the whole lot of them. And I entered a handful of lotteries, and I won one knife, which is pretty cool. I'll show it in a bit here. But great show. If you're ever in the Southern California area, you know it's definitely worth going to. So one thing first though, it's a little update. This iPhone case by Saddleback Leather has been great. I really like it. Takes some getting used to. Like you have to slide the phone out whenever you want to use it, but I like that. There's no bulky case when you're using the phone itself, so keeps it safe. My screen is flawless thanks to that. So what did I get? And in terms of, it's interesting. Let's just put it out here. Yep, I got another Hinderer. The I'll show it. I'm not gonna torture you guys. I picked up an Eclipse, and it's a very cool knife. Very aggressive Tanto blade shape on there. Actually, my only Tanto, so my first one. So it was interesting. They did the lottery is different this year. Put this out here for some more eye candy. In the past, they hand out, you go to their table, they give you a lottery ticket, you write your name on one end, they tear it off, and they put it, you know, in a big drawing bag, and then everyone crowds around their table outside. They go outside, you know, and they pick them out one at a time. And there's some, you know, some drama, some fanfare to that, which is kind of fun. You know, hearing your name drawn out like that, and you know, walking up in front of everyone and getting to buy your knife is pretty cool. But they did a beep beep style this year, and I thought that meant they texted you, but they actually called. So I'm just walking around, my phone rings, and it's some random ass number I've never seen before. I'm just like, oh, whatever. I get wrong numbers all the time, just because of what my phone number is, you know. And then later on, like an hour and a half later, you know, I checked it. Like you could check the missed call thing, and it said Akron, Ohio. I'm like, oh shit. I thought, and I'm like, no, no. And then one of my buddies I was talking to was like, oh yeah, they're calling people on those. It's not a text. So beep beep is kind of a misnomer. And so I head straight to the Hinderer booth, hoping they had knives left. And they had a lot left. They had like 5 Eclipses and 4 XM18s, which were all Skinner blades. And so this year I actually had a choice. Last year I was the last person drawn for this knife, so I got to buy it at table price, but I didn't get to choose between anything. It was just like, oh, here, you want an XM18? Here's an XM18. You know, hope you like it. And I do. I like the knife a lot. But I actually got to choose this time. So, I mean, I chose this one. An Eclipse. I mean, I could have gotten the Skinner XM18, but I already have an XM18. I liked how different this one was. It has, kind of hard to see in this light, but it has two-tone handles. It's green and black, actually, and it's very nice looking. I really like the coloration. It really shows up better in the light. So I mean, if you want to see more pictures, I have a few more on my Instagram, which is the same username. So and some differences between these two knives is that on an XM it has Hinderer like stamped into the titanium, and on an Eclipse it's not there. Same steel though, same overall length, same blade thickness, same handle thickness. I think they just, I mean, same screws, everything. I mean, basically, you know, the difference between these two is, to me at least, sort of like the difference between a Sebenza and an Namdam. You know, both made by the same maker, both very similar, but different. And the ergonomics on the Eclipse are very nice. I mean, the handle on the end is a little narrower, but it doesn't poke you in the hand like some people thought. And this little dip down right here is kind of nice. You can just sort of rest your thumb on it. And you have the guard. And I just love the blade shape. It has this killer, this swedge, and whatever that part's called. It's very aggressive, and the tip is, you know, pointy but not dangerously thin. And of course, the knife it needs a little bit of breaking in, but it flips very nicely, as you can see there, and it's perfectly centered. So I'm very happy with it overall. I flipped the clip to tip up, obviously, because I like tip up. But I mean, compared to an XM18, this also has very good ergos. You know, I like them both. This also doesn't have a lanyard hole on it, but I don't use a lanyard on knives like these, so no big deal as far as I'm concerned. One other funny thing is they actually gave me a receipt for it this time. In the past, it was like, oh, here's your knife. Thanks for buying it. But it says it right there. The clips. They're a little bit more than an XM18, but I mean, I'll pay $4.25 for one of these all day. You know, I mean, I think they go for, I've seen them on USN for $900, so they're pretty pricey. But I don't plan on selling mine. I'm going to carry it, I'm going to use it. That's what I do with my knives. So that's that. I got lucky again. It was a nice feeling. And this time I actually went for myself. You know, I mean, last year my buddy entered on my behalf, and he was the one who was called. So it's kind of cool to, you know, walk up and be like, yeah, I won. The funny thing was, they didn't even check my ticket. I just walk up and I'm like, you guys called? And they're like, oh yeah, we're texts don't really go through all the time, so we called. I'm like, you called me? Okay. Are you this guy? And they just showed me a ticket. I'm like, yep. And it was me. I didn't lie or anything. You know, and then it's just like, okay, you can pick out whatever you want. So, very cool though. I really like this. And I think that people who, because there's a collaboration with ZT, the 392, which is identical to this, except for the blade shape. I mean, the overall ergonomics and weight will probably be, you know, the feel will be very similar. So, if you get one of those, you'll like it a lot, because I really like this knife. I just love that blade shape. That alone is worth the extra $40 to me. Just to have a killer, aggressive looking blade like that. I mean, not like killer, like you go kill someone, but it looks very nice. You know, killer looks. So, yeah, that's pretty much that. I'm gonna carry it and use it for a while, about a month. That's what I usually do with knives. So look back in about a month for a full review on this. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.